Hi, this is Kashif bin Mohammed. Welcome to Learning Networks. In last video, we configure R1 and R2 for static routing. In this video, we configure R3 for static routing. So now we configure R3 first. For static routing, little bit about okay. Now, so what we do first, show IP route. You see the directly connected network for 192.168.13.0/24. 24 is a subnet mask, means 255.255.255.0, and one other network which is connected directly is 192.168.14.0. So the task is from R1 to R3 will we ping each other. So first we enable the R3, configure T IP route, one 92.168.12.0. 12.0 is the network, is the inside network of R2. 255.255.255.0. Next hop 192.168.13.1. The same on R2, which is the center router. Enable show IP route. The 14.0/24 is not seen in the routing table of R2, so we update the routing table of R2 with the network 192.168.14.0.255.255.255.0. What happened? Oh, next hop 192.168.13.1. Invalid entry. So we check our network. So 12.1. Now we again try. Oh, we are on R2. The next hop is 192.168.13.2. So now show IP route you see 14.0 is in its network, so we will able to ping 192.168.14.1. That's it. 14.2. Okay, it means our network router R2 is seeing 14.1. So we check it from the PC of 14.0 network, sorry 12 network 192.168 12.0 network 192.168 12.1. So equals reply. Is also ping. Ping is a very utility tool for checking connectivity. Now we know that R2 is pinging R3, or R3's both networks ping R2's all networks. Not all, two networks, 12 and 13. So now we configure R2. Let's check the R2 IP route. So 10 network, 11.0 network, 12.0 network, 13.0 network and 14.0 network is in his routing table of R2. Now we going to R1. And see show IP route. The 10 network in it, 11 is directly connected network and 12. It means 13 and 14 network is not in the routing table of R1. So we update our routing table of R1, configure, enable first, configure T, IP route 192.168 13.0. No, we configure 14.0 255. After configure 14.0, we check that the R1 is able to ping the 13.0 network or not. So the next hop for R1 is 192.168 11.2. That's yes. Show IP route. Now we have 10.0/24, 11.0/2, 12.0/2 and 14.0/24 is in the routing table of R1. Now we check that we ping 192.168.13.1. No, is searching on our there's a no routing table is found. Now check the 14.1. So it is still not pinging 14.1, but 14.0 network is in the routing table of now we check R3. That 10.0 network is in its routing table or not. No. So we update the routing table of R3 IP 192.168.10.0 255.255.255.0 to taken to next hop 192.168 13.1. Show IP route. So we have 192.168.10.0/24 network in R3 routing table as 12.0. 13.0 and 14.0 in the routing table of R3. Now we check that R3 seeing the 10.0 network. So 10.0 network is also not found. It means that 11. Now we troubleshoot our network. In R3 we found that 11.0 network is not in the routing table of R3. In R1 13.0 is not in the routing table of R1. What happened in the routing table of R2? Show IP route. 10 network is in the routing table of R2. 11 network, 12 network, 12.0 network, 13.0 network, 14.0 network is all is in the routing table of R2. It means on R1 we update the routing table of R1 with the network of 192.168.13.0 255.0, subnet mask 255.255.255.0 to the next hop 192.168.11.2. Basic, what it is mean? It means the command says anything from R1 is taken to 13.0 network through 192.168.11.2. Now we check again IP route table. The table says 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14 network is in the routing table of R1. So we ping 192.168.14.1. Again, see is pinging. No, it's not pinging. I know that it's not ping. No, because why? Actually, R1 is pinging the 14.0 network, but in return, R3 do not know the R1's 10 network or 11.0 network. So we now update R3. First, always check the routing table. You see 10.0 is in the network of, in the routing table of R3. I think we should check from PC0 that 14.1 pinging or not. Yes, it's pinging. Why? Because 10.0 network is in the routing table of R3. I show you R3 and you see this. Again we ping PC1, PC2. Command prompt ping 192.168.10.1. So it's also pinging. Why? Again same answer. R1, the 14 and 13.0 network is in the routing table of R1. If we ping from R3, ping 192.168.10.1, which is the inside IP network of R1. This ping 10, 12, 13 and 14, but 11. Why? Go again on R. We have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All four networks is in the routing table of R1, but still not pinging 14.0 network. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all 5 networks is in the routing table of R1. This is a 10.0 network, 11.0 network, 12.0 network, 13.0 network, 14.0 network. What happened? You see 11.0 network is not in the routing table of R3. That is why the R1 is not able to get echo reply from R3. IP routes 192.168 11.0 255 255 255.0. Next hop 192.168 13.1. So again we check from R1 that 14.0 network is pinging or not. Now it's pinging. So what we learned that each network must be in the routing table of the each router. Suppose router A is pinging router B, the network IPs will be in the routing table of router A. Same in the case of router B. If router B is ping to router A, then the networks of router A should be in the routing table of router B. Same rule apply in the other routers. Now we check R2, which is the center router in our topology. We have all networks, so we ping inside network of R3. Okay, it's pinging. Now we check from the PC of 192.168 10.0 networks, ping 192.168 13.1 ping. Two is also ping. .1 also ping. .2 also ping. From now we check our connectivity from the R3 ping 192.168.10.2 is pinging. It means 10.1 is also pinging. Same result, successful result, that R3 is completely seen the networks of R1. We check the R2 inside network 192.168.12.1. Okay, everything is looking fine. The routing basically is used for connect other networks on the internet Now you understand the importance of routing. We double check our topology again from PC1, which is the center network. Ping 192.168.14.1. Successful. PC on the 14.0 network is successful. Now we have a complete our third video for static IP. After successfully connecting our three routers, now we will be able to use it for a different task. For example, IP route, VLANs and internet browsing, telnet, SSH, anything now you want to do in your network, you can do it now. Hope this video is informative for you. See you in the next video. Thank you.